Hello everybody, welcome back to our CKA exam labs. Today we're going to look at Replicaset. So let's look at the requirements. And by the way, if you do like my content, please like and subscribe. That really helps me with YouTube's algorithm and I really appreciate that. All right, so we're going to create a Replicaset with these following parameters first, and then we'll do some more stuff after that. So name is gonna be rs-missouri. We're going to have a selector of app key value app Missouri, and then we're going to have two replicas. We should be able to do all of this through command line, but let's see, let's give it a shot. All right, so if we do to look at stuff, what you can do with command line, we just do kubectl run -h run, and then whatever we're trying to do, in this case, Replicaset -h to see some examples. So let's see if we have an example with a selector. Let's see. That image port run environment that labels, that's not selector. Write on clients, override image box. I don't see one with selector. All right, so in that case, what we'll do, we will create a simple one, and we're going to create the YAML file and then modify the YAML file to get what we want to get done. All right, so this would be the command. All right, let's run the command that give, darn it, we need to do -o YAML. That's the YAML. Let's save that to rs.yaml, rs.yaml. Now, do I see any selector? No. Okay, so let's use my favorite command, kexplain rs.spec. And do I see it? It should be under, oh, there's selector right there. So we can just do spec selector and it's right under spec, so we know that. I wish they would give us examples. Anyway, match expression, match labels. In our requirements for the lab, it says selectors, so it doesn't say that they mean label, so we should really put that in there. They really mean label. All right, so match labels, and then that would be, this will go under, selector will go under spec, and then under selector we will have this match labels, and it could be a map of string. Let's see if I can get this right. Probably will not, but let's see. And we'll have to troubleshoot further. rs.yaml. I love troubleshooting live because then you can see how this is done. All right, so we know it's under spec, and it will be selector, and under, oh, I can't spell. Under selector, we should have, is always two, if we're going down the object hierarchy, the next line should always have two, it will be two spaces to the right, and spaces matter in YAMLs. Match labels. Now that's a map of strings, so it's a map. I wonder if this will work. What did the requirement say? Requirement said app equals Missouri. All right. Da 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 da. It's a string. This will probably not work, but hopefully we will get further because the error message is going to be different. All right, so kapply -f rs.yaml. Version cannot be handled as pod, strict unknown field, spec selector. Interesting. All right, let's look at explain spec.selector. Explain rs dot That's interesting. It says it doesn't like the field spec.selector, but I did exactly that and it got something. Bad request. Error from creating rs.yaml pod in version v1. Pod? Why is it a pod? Cannot be handled as a pod. Strict decoding error. Unknown field spec.selector. Matchlabels. That's very interesting. Let's see. Spec. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to go to Kubernetes.org website, which you can't see because I'm not sharing my browser, but I will show you what I find. Replica set. Pardon me. All right, an example in Kubernetes Y. Spec under colon spec selector colon. Oh, they give you an example already, so I'll give you that. So it's like this. So let me remove my stuff. So this part came directly from Kubernetes website. All I did was search for Replicaset. I got right into the example. So, and I know in the requirement they say 2 replicas, so we'll change that. Selector match labels, and in this case it's going to be app equals Missouri. Let's see if that works. Wow. Don't know how to troubleshoot. Troubleshoot. Oh, maybe. Oh, I know. I think I know. Under template, we should have label as well. It has to match, I think. Let's see. Why is it a pod? Oh, that would explain why. Because it's supposed to be. Let's start over. I'm going to start over again because I must have grabbed the wrong example from kubectl. So just remove rs.yaml and let's run um, k create rs minus h. And now let's see if we can get some good examples. Examples. Okay, didn't like that. K create replica set minus h. That didn't like that. Why? This is from policy create k create replica set minus h. Available commands. Look at that. K create replica set minus create replica from the policy. Is it more like this? Rs minus h? No. K create, let's see. Let's go step by step. K create minus h. If this was on the test and if this was taking me this long, I would have totally bailed out of this problem and go to the one that's easier because in doing the test you don't want to spend this much time on a simple problem like this. All right, so developer command cluster role cron job. I don't see a replica set. Okay, create just to compare. See, that worked. That means replica set is not something. All right, that's interesting that you can't create a replica set through command line. That's strange. I did not know that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to grab the full YAML file from Kubernetes.io YAML, Kubernetes.io documentation, and go from there. That would explain it. So you cannot create replica set through kubectl command. That's a bummer. All right. So now name would be rs-missouri as the requirement said. Labels app equals missoure. We don't need that. All right. Yep, we know that. Replica set replicas to match labels. App equals, what did the requirement say? RS. Oh, selector is different than the name. Name is RS and selector is app equals Missouri. Okay, so let's try that. This label is different than the pod, so that's fine. Add labels app equals Missouri. Okay, now this name doesn't really matter so much, so we'll just call it Missouri. But the image matters. Image is going to be nginx. They already said that. And, all right, let's check this one more time. Label is going to be app equals Missouri, two replicas and whatnot. Okay, let's try that. Okay, apply -f rs.yaml. Doesn't like something. Okay, invalid replicas in spec under template under label invalid value map string Missouri. Selector does not match template labels. Interesting. What did I do wrong this time? Oh, I forgot to put this on here. 3. That should do the trick. There you go. Now if I do k get rs, 2 desired pods, 2 current pods, that's good. Let's look at the rest of the lab. How many pods a container are created? 2. K get pod. This one was already running before, this one was already running before. These two got created 20 seconds ago when I created the replica set. All right, what else do we have to do? Kill one pod by force, okay? K, delete pod, that one, and -f. I think dash force. Okay, deleted. K get pod. What you will see is that there's a new one popped up because we said replica set should have 2 pods, so it will always try to match the desired state, which is 2. So what you will see is 50 seconds ago was the first one that created. As soon as we killed the second one, or one of them, a replacement pod got created 5 seconds ago when I killed it. So that was the whole point of the lab, to show people that replica set will always try to keep the desired state same as the current state. All right, look again to see how many pods is running now. Scale to 4 pods. Let's look at the scale command and scale replica set that. So that's the example. So we're going to modify that. If I do k get rs, get the name, that's the name. So k scale, I'm going to do 4 and rs slash name of the replica set, which is that. So now if I do k get rs, I should get 4 pods running under that replica set because we just scaled it up. That should end the lab. Yep, that's the end of the lab. All right, I hope you found this video useful. Apologies for taking so long, but at least you saw how I troubleshoot the problem. That should help a lot, help some. In the exam, though, if something is taking this long, you should kill it and move on to the next easiest problem available to you. Because if you spend that much time on one problem of this length, you would fail the exam because you will never finish enough problems to pass the test. All right, I hope you found this useful, and I will see you in the next video.